Hi, this is an explanation for week 10. Yay, yay, you've made it. Congratulations. You are almost done with the term and you are on the first activity if you're listening to this video. Um, this is a video to explain the week as I have every week since you've started 10 weeks ago. This is week 10. You're reading chapter 12. That's all about economics, thinking and choosing responsibly. So read chapter 12 to start off with, and then you're going to take a look at the 6 core principles. You're going to describe personal examples of each of the National Council on Economic Education's 6 core principles. That's people choose, people's choices involve costs, people respond to incentives in predictable ways, people create economic systems that influence individual choices and incentives, people gain what they trade voluntarily, and 6, people's choices have consequences that lie in the future. How do these real life examples help you understand those principles? Take a look at pages 375 to 384 in our textbook. The next activity is a Play-Doh activity. Yes, we're going to use Play-Doh to understand some economic concepts and skills. So you're going to make Play-Doh using the recipe below or of your own recipe, or you can go to the store and pick up some Play-Doh if that's what you'd like to do. You're going to read through 3 of the Play-Doh economic lessons found below. Then using the Play-Doh, create the sculptures that they talk about in each of the lessons. Take photos of the sculptures that you create with using Play-Doh, and then write a reflection of how these are to be used to teach economics to students. Include your opinion of how successful students would be to understand the concept. Do you have any suggestions to make those lessons better? There's a whole series of lessons. You just need to pick 3, any 3 that you would like to take a look at, create the sculptures for it, take a few photos, link those photos, and respond to those questions here. This is the link to the lessons, and this is the link to some simple Play-Doh recipes. You're going to look at economics online. You're going to select an online economic resource as described on page 373. You're going to connect the resource to appropriate grades and standards as applicable. Can the online resource be integrated into other content areas? Link the resource and describe how you would use it as a resource for your instruction. You're going to post your document in this Dropbox. Those are the activities that you're going to work on this week. There is no group activities. I want to remind you that your e-portfolio, that's your final exam, that's due Wednesday of this week. And I'm encouraging you to turn it in Wednesday or before Wednesday because I need to start grading it before the end of the week. Your activities this week would you normally be due the Sunday, 9 days later. I'm asking you to turn those in by Friday so I can get those graded sooner. There's a few less activities than usual, so you can complete them as quick as you can and turn them in. I will be grading this week, Thursday and Friday, and trying to get your total number of points for the course to you by the end of the weekend, so you know what your grade will be when you divide the total points by your points to receive a percentage that then can be translated to a letter grade. You can find that in the syllabus. But I just wanted to remind you that the e-portfolio and the screencast, I didn't say anything about the screencast, but that's also due. Make it less than 2 minutes if you can. Answer 3 questions in the screencast. One is, what was the most challenging activity or assignment? What was your most favorite if you had one? And which one best represents you as a classroom teacher, a teacher who teaches social studies? Don't forget in your e-portfolio, you're putting in all your major assignments. If you want to put any of the activities in, you're more than welcome. But the major assignments, you need to put a short reflection for each of those assignments. And then you also need to have an area or a page of resources that you would use as a social studies teacher. Maybe there are resources you found along the way in that I have provided, or that you found in response to some of the activities, or something you just have had that you kept along the way. You're going to put that in your e-portfolio as well. And you're going to submit the link to the e-portfolio and the screencast in the Dropbox for the e-portfolio in the final exam. Please make sure, if you're using Digication or any of them, that you have set your settings to public. Otherwise, I can't see them. Even if it says to everybody at Laverne, for some reason, I still can't see it. And if I can't see it, I can't give you the grade for it. Please be checking your emails constantly, even if you complete everything and turn everything into me, so that in case I have something I need to get from you, or I don't have something that I do need, that you'll respond to me. My last favor that I ask of you is that you complete the course evaluation for this course. It helps me in my promotion, but it also gives me some ideas on what worked well or what did work well in your perspective. And I do take those suggestions to heart to make the course better for my future students. I do appreciate everything you've done this term. You have been wonderful to work with. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with you and reading your responses every week to the activities. And I hope that you've enjoyed the term. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Please stay in touch, and I want to wish you the best.